Are set to testify on Capitol Hill at a hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs.
The veil is lifting. Yesterday, September 9th, 2025, in the halls of Congress, the third UAP hearing since 2023 exploded with revelations that could rewrite our understanding of the skies above us. Witnesses testified on government secrets, whistleblower protections, and unidentified anomalous phenomena that defy explanation. We're no longer whispering about shadows in the clouds. Fresh, never-before-seen footage shown by Congressman Eric Burlison revealed a Hellfire missile striking a UAP over the ocean, raising chilling questions about hidden encounters and cover-ups. Expert testimony exposed the urgent need for transparency. Are these advanced technologies from beyond our world, or evidence of a government that's known more than it's told? The implications are staggering. If these UAPs are real, and the videos suggest they are, we're facing a wake-up call to threats we can't ignore. No more denials, no more redactions. The truth is emerging, and it's terrifying.
Does this subcommittee have the authority to do subpoenas?
Task force. So the task force, to answer that question, has to do it through full committee.
Okay.
So, and also in regards to immunity, which to Mr. Borland's point, we are going to be doing a motion to ask for immunity for you and a few other people to come into a skiff and tell us what you know without being subject to the Espionage Act, et cetera.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that's just kind of an update. But as a task force, because we are not a full subcommittee and there are certain authorities that haven't been granted to us, probably because they don't want us to have it. But there are ways to work around it, so we're kind of figuring that out.
Well, isn't that convenient? The shadowy government figures are still gatekeeping the truth, pulling strings to keep us in the dark. This hearing isn't what it seems. It's a ruse to lull the public into the false sense that UFOs aren't real. While they pretend to investigate, the real agenda lurks beneath, to silence the evidence and protect their secrets.
I'm here today because the American people have both the right and the responsibility to know the truth about unidentified aerial phenomenon.
The views I share are my own, and I do not represent the official positions of the Department of the Navy or any subordinate organization.
Whistleblowers and witnesses who step up are routinely insulted, belittled, or worse.
Because of my direct knowledge of the reality of certain legacy UAP programs, my professional career was deliberately obstructed.
It's understandable that former presidents of both parties have often taken a hostile approach toward whistleblowers. Their disclosures can embarrass the president and their political party or even lead to a national scandal.
Listen closely. These testimonies form an umbrella of suppression. The public's right to transparency clashing against a wall of secrecy where whistleblowers are silenced, careers crushed, and even the highest offices fear the fallout. It's a system designed to protect the hidden truths, as Chairwoman Luna herself noted. This is about national security, government accountability, and the American people's right to the truth. Yet, whistleblowers like those from Eglin Air Force Base, alleged cover-ups by the U.S. Air Force, and reports from Aero are called the most error-ridden and unsatisfactory by experts.
Fair, and I appreciate the Navy itself with assisting me with coming here to being able to testify.
That's good. So what do you think the American people should take away from watching your video, right? Because when we watch it, obviously, right, we've never seen anything like that. It defies what we know to be technologically possible. What are we supposed to think? Someone's lying about something. Someone's hiding something, right? That's not normal what you looked at.
I think what the American people should think when seeing that video, along with others before me, is that there is something out there and we should know as the people what it is.
This is the raw footage from the USS Jackson showing highly maneuverable Tic Tac UFOs. A more compelling video has now been released.
We don't know what we saw. What we saw changed our lives.
But hold on. Why was the Navy so helpful, so accommodating in clearing Chief Wiggins to testify? No roadblocks, no threats, just smooth sailing to the congressional spotlight. Is it possible that the Tic Tac objects are the precise story the powers that be want us to know? A controlled narrative fed to the public like breadcrumbs to divert attention from the true horrors lurking in the shadows, deeper cover-ups, advanced tech we can't comprehend, or something even more sinister?
Last year, we were blocked by someone in House administration from being able to receive a full briefing from Arrow. So not an elected official, but someone in staff blocked us. And I've had it. Enough is enough. I want to cue up a video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe. This was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Some observers have tried to debunk this video immediately by saying it is a balloon of some sort. What do you think? Here comes the Hellfire. Let's take a closer look. Strange balloon. The object then flies off as if nothing happened. To those saying this is a balloon, we know what a balloon being shot by a missile looks like. Yes, totally similar.
My guests, perfect. Ross Coulthart, all right, who live streamed the hearings for the network, News Nation, and Lou Elizondo, former head of the government's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Lou, it's great to have you. Ross, as always, thank you. Ross, let me tee up what I think mattered most, and feel free to disagree with that assessment. But the idea that one of our best missiles, a Hellfire missile that usually you can't get away from, didn't work with whatever it was fired at on this one occasion. We're showing it, right? And you see the incoming ballistic, Lou. You can help me with this in terms of the jargon. And the thing seems to, like, I thought at first when I saw it that it hit it and it just ricocheted off, end of story. But the people at the hearing were saying, no, that's not what you're seeing. So I want your guys' perspective. What am I missing in this, and why does it matter, Ross?
It matters. G'day, Chris. It matters because that is a Hellfire missile, you know, one of the top missiles in the US military arsenal for combating, surface to air, air to air. And it frankly didn't make a jot of difference to whatever that object is. And that's significant because what it shows is there is a technology that is unhindered by whatever it is that the US is trying to use against it. This is significant. This is obviously something that I think in the past the United States military, the intelligence community have tried to keep from public knowledge. Is this the reason why they don't want us to know about the UAP mystery? I'd love to know Lou's perspective on this, but frankly, I think this was a turning point in congressional awareness on UAPs. And I think all told, the hearing was significant because Congress has got its mojo back. And this video is a signal of their intention to take the defense and intelligence community on for their unwillingness to engage the public on this mystery.
Lou, in proper context of the informed skepticism on this, it's no. This happens. It's like when somebody gets shot in the head sometimes, the right angle, the right caliber, it can bounce off instead of blowing right through you. This is the same thing. Because of the angle and the speed, it was a glancing blow. You saw some of the stuff came off, and that's all this is. There's nothing special about it other than that.
Well, first of all, I disagree with that perspective. The Hellfire missile is certainly one of the most sophisticated, most capable types of air missiles that we have. We use it to prosecute the global war on terror, in the vernacular, if you will, warheads on foreheads, with such a degree of precision that we can literally fly through a window and take out a bunch of terrorists. What you are seeing here is basically some sort of technology that is making our premier missile system completely and utterly useless, if you will. It is making it almost irrelevant. So imagine, for example, let's take away the word UAP and just say this was some sort of adversarial technology, UAP technology from Russia. How do you think that would bode well for the Department of Defense and our national security, knowing that Russia has a capability that completely makes all our missiles completely ineffective? This is a significant problem from a strategic perspective, from a tactical perspective, from a national security perspective. This video is extremely compelling, and I wish more of these types of videos would be released, because when I was in ATIP at the time, we had all sorts of videos available to us that frankly would probably knock your socks off. And this is why I'm so happy to see Congress doing what they're doing, especially under the leadership right now of Rep. Luna and her colleagues on the task force. You know, America has a problem right now. Let's face it. The name of this task force is Restoring Public Trust Through UAP Transparency and Whistleblower Protection. This was the title of the hearing for the task force that Luna led. That means we already have a problem. If you have to restore public trust, that means you are already at a disadvantage. You're at a point where
the footage shows something strange, something unexplained, something unidentified. Are we really spending $1 trillion a year on weapons that are totally useless? We hope not. Maybe that is why we never hear the truth. Because if we did, we would know that resistance is absolutely futile, and their systems of control would collapse around them. Let's see what a professional video analyst has to say about this UAP.
All right, this video has stuff in here that I'm not seeing people talk about, and it's really significant. And I'm going to show you immediately what's going on. I'm zoomed in a little bit. I did a little bit work on the color so we see some contrast. I did no AI to this. This is the pure video that was published today. Here comes the Hellfire, right? And you can see it hits, it impacts about right here, it looks like. It's a little off center, right about here. There's the impact. What do you see missing though? There's no flash. There should be an energetic event. There should be heat, lots of heat. You should see this. You should see it. There should be an explosion. This Hellfire did not detonate. It actually passes through the object and goes off to the side here. Right? That passes through and rips open whatever this is. And I'm going to call this a carrier now, because when it rips it open, you can actually see it's ripped here, and these orbs emerge out of the tear. Come right out of that where it's torn open. This one was blown out from over here. But these two you can see emerging from it. And then what's really interesting is watch the orbs. They lock in. They go from inside to outside. Boom. Look at that lock in. Boom. Triangle formation. They're flying on their own. There's some other pieces here. Don't know what this is. This could be... Don't know. I don't even want to suppose what it is. Maybe it's it could be like an energy emission. It could just be parts of the actual egg here. Or carrier. But wow, this is something different. So whatever the object is, the Hellfire needed something hard to detonate. It just went right through it, so that's telling me this is a soft object. It hits, changes direction, actually is energetic enough where it really pushes the object hard to the side, and during that, whatever was inside of it gets ejected. And they are very clearly operating, boom, on their own.
The Hellfire video shatters our reality. A missile strikes an unidentified aerial phenomenon, only to bounce off, leaving jaws dropped and questions unanswered. This isn't just footage. It's a window into a world where our weapons fail and the unknown reigns. But dig deeper. Why release this now? Is it a glimpse of truth or a carefully crafted distraction? The powers that be may want us to marvel at this invincible UAP diverting us from the real secrets, advanced tech mislabeled as alien, or a cover-up so vast it threatens our very understanding of power. This video marks a turning point. It proves something's out there beyond our control and leaves us questioning who's really in charge. The truth hovers just out of reach, and the stakes have never been higher. Subscribe now to stay ahead of this cosmic mystery. Your front row seat to humanity's next chapter awaits. Hit that subscribe button before it's too late.